Hi, this is Dr. Konstantin, and today we're going to talk about mini facelift. If you ever thought of doing this procedure, stay with us. Mini facelift is a beautiful procedure. It works wonderfully well, and I have so many happy patients who had this procedure done. But of course, there are certain things that we need to consider when we're talking about mini facelift. So the advantages of this procedure is that it's minimally invasive, so there's really not that much surgery we have to do for somebody to get a mini facelift. Number two, the recovery process goes much quicker when compared to a bigger facelift. And number three, the incision lines are not quite as long as what we would have to do for somebody who gets a bigger facelift. So of course there are certain disadvantages of a mini facelift that you have to consider if you decide to do this procedure. And the biggest disadvantage is limited longevity. Of course, when you do a bigger and much deeper facelift, it's gonna last you longer. So I tell all my patients who are considering mini facelift, when you're thinking about the mini facelift, you have to think about another facelift that you're gonna do down the road. The mini facelift will hold you for maybe 10, at most 15 years, but then you would have to do another one that's gonna be more complete and give you longer lasting results. The second disadvantage of a mini facelift, that it only works for people with very early aging changes. So if you're someone in the older age bracket and your aging changes are maybe a little bit more advanced, this procedure is not going to well for you. And this is why when you go on the internet and you look for people's opinion about mini facelifts, some would say, oh, it absolutely doesn't work because result literally lasted for 2 or 3 months when the swelling was there and then it seemed to all disappear. This is the sign of a person who got a mini facelift when they actually needed a much bigger procedure to take care of their aging changes. So mini facelift works beautifully well, but only for people in maybe their 30s and 40s. And another disadvantage of a mini facelift that it primarily takes care of the jowl area, not so much the cheeks. So most of the time when people get a mini lift, the cheeks are not elevated because in order to lift the cheek, we have to release the ligament, which is something that holds everything together here, and elevate this whole area of the face. And that we can only do with a much bigger procedure, something like a deep plane facelift. In conclusion, mini facelift is a beautiful procedure that people can be very happy with, but you need to know and understand the limitations of it and advantages of it. So if you are somebody in your 30s and 40s or maybe even 50s and your facial aging is in the very early stages, mini facelift would work very well for you. But when you're considering mini facelift, you have to know that you might need to get another facelift down the road. This is Dr. Konstantin. I hope this was helpful. If you are not a member of my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe below, and I will see you again.